Hi, everybody. It's Miss Honeybee, and I'm here today to share with you my thoughts on this Feelings Friday. On Feelings Friday, we talk about feelings that go on in our bodies. We've talked about happy feelings, and we've talked about maybe some really frustrated feelings. But today, I want to talk to you about a feeling that I get sometimes and that my friend gets sometimes. And I wanted him to come on the show and share with you his feelings. Now, my friend is feeling a little bit nervous about saying hello to you, but I'm going to ask him to come anyway because he's pretty brave. And so even though he's feeling a little nervous, I think he's brave. And so he's going to come on today and share with you something we can think about on this Feelings Friday. Are you ready? Okay, come on out. Whew, that was very good. I know that you were feeling kind of nervous. Everybody, this is my wonderful friend, Doug the Dragon. Do you know Doug the Dragon is a great friend of mine, and we have worked together for some time now. And Doug and I talk about these three things that happen to our bodies when we feel afraid. Doug, are you ready? Doug's kind of nervous. Hey, Doug, everyone loves you, and everyone here wants you to know that you are special and cared about. So whatever you have to do today to take big, calm breaths and get ready, you can, okay? Okay, good. Now, Doug is going to share with you that he has three different things that happen sometimes whenever he's afraid. What's the first one? I don't think he wants to tell you, but I think he can show us. You feel like you could show us, Doug? The first one, there's three ways that you can deal with fear, right? That our bodies, our feelings start to deal with fear. The first one is fight. Okay, Doug, when you feel fight, how do you feel? Well, when I feel fight, that's when I get real angry and I feel like I'm just gonna spew all of my dragon fire out of my mouth. Oh, yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. That's fight. What's the other one? Well, if I get really afraid, sometimes I run away. And we call that one flight. That's right, flight. And so when Doug sometimes gets really afraid, what does he do? He runs away, right? But today I want to talk to you about the last one because it's one that you may not have noticed. That is a way that sometimes we deal with being afraid, that feeling of being afraid. Doug, will you show them what it is that you do on that third way that sometimes we deal with being afraid? The first one, fight. Second one, flight. Woo! Third one. All right, show them, Dougie. The third one is this right here. Watch. Say something scary is going to happen. I think a scary thought. Maybe I'm laying in my bed at night like this, and I think of a scary thought, and then I just do this. Doug, I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? Shh. Okay. Doug, what are you doing? Freezing. You're cold? Oh, Doug, I didn't know you were cold. No, I'm not cold. I freeze in my bed. Like I get like a stone and I'm just like still and quiet. Like this. And I don't move. Doug, I think you're right. I think that's the last one. Fight, flight, freeze. Have you ever felt frozen when you were afraid? Like maybe in your thoughts, in your mind, you're thinking scary thoughts, or maybe you're hearing scary news, or you hear maybe people that live with you talk about something like people being sick and it's very scary. And so maybe your body starts to freeze up, like you really can't do anything. And you want to think about your math and your reading. Well, maybe you want to think about fun things you could do, like ride a bike or, do some artwork. But you're right, Doug. Sometimes we just freeze, don't we? Yep. Sometimes I just freeze and I'm supposed to be doing stuff like my homework, or I'm supposed to be helping with, dishes and stuff. And I just freeze like this. And my mom says, Doug, I need you to get started on that work. And I think to myself, I want to, but I'm kind of scared because I can't move and I just don't know why. Well, that's actually a very normal thing, Doug. When we are scared, we have three different ways that we sometimes deal with it. Fight, where we get angry and maybe aren't very kind. Flight, where we run away and hide, and freeze. And freeze is where it's just hard to do some of the things that are normal for us to do, like do our classwork, the things that we love to do. Maybe sometimes we're like too frozen to really do them. But what's really neat is that there's ways that we can help our body get unfrozen, you know? So that's what we're going to work on today with our Go Noodle. We're going to work on finding ways to get our bodies unfrozen. And they're going to show us a really great way that we can freeze up our body and get as still as we can and then slowly melt the freezing feeling that we have. So I hope you do today's activity. And remember that fight, flight, or freeze are ways that our bodies, our feelings tell us that we're maybe afraid. And when we're afraid, there's ways that we can deal with that, like getting a hug or talking to a person that we love that cares about us. So today, after you're done with our Go Noodle, and after you've practiced melting your frozen cells, I want you to remember that that's something you can do, and that whenever you're afraid, being afraid is normal. And if you feel afraid, that's okay. Just maybe the next step is to get some help from somebody who loves you a lot. Hey, I hope you have a wonderful Feelings Friday. Goodbye. You say goodbye, Doug? Goodbye.